It's Friday, the 29th of September, 1302, and it's absolutely time to get, well, with it, and physical, and quizzical, and magical, and all of those things. We have, well, a fantastic show today planned for you, as always. I'm currently digesting my lunch, and I'm picking bits out from my teeth before I come on. So just give me a second. We don't want anything coming. When I smile at you, you don't want to be seeing big green bits of spinach. No, well, that would be disgusting, wouldn't it? Just almost as disgusting as me picking bits out from my teeth just down a microphone where you can't even see it, for no context at all. It's me! Hello! Check for me. Thank you. That looks good. Feels good, feels right. How are you doing? What's everyone up to? We do seem to have lost my, I know that this is all kind of behind the scenes, and I'm not really supposed to be telling you these kind of things, but we do seem to have lost WNL. He's currently not on screen, and I can't see him anywhere. He's disappeared. I did have him on Skype, and now he's just gone. Oh, there he's back! I don't know what he'd done there. He's, you know, I can see him now. I can see he's back. He's back. All right, it's all right. I was worried there for a second. Hello, everybody. Thank you. Good to see you all. Jack Din, Big Fun Art, Percat259, Jack Little, JSB 3213, Jester D, Commander Benkai. All of the best ones are here, and yes, that is becoming a little catchphrase. I'm enjoying that one, though. I like that one. Is there a fan in the room? Yes. It sounds like there's a tornado in the background. Let me go and check for the tornado. It's very quiet, so I don't know why it would be doing that. I think it's your imaginations. It's the same. Is this the same special as last week? Yes, it is the same special as last week, but there is absolutely a reason for that. I'm sorry that we just left the special on for ages. Did I just walk out? I'm so sorry for walking out of the frame there like a crazy person. But today, well, yeah, we have a lovely little show planned for you. It is. I'm watching multiples of myself because I'm trying to work out Twitch. The new Twitch beta doesn't let me do pop-out chat. I don't know what's wrong with it. I don't like it. I'm not happy about it. In fact, I'm quite irritated. How has this week been for you? For me, it's been a hectic, crazy time. This live stream is the stream where I get to just be myself and turn off and stop thinking. So please do forgive me if I just ramble occasionally today, because guess what? This week, we've had FX planning, because FX is only a week and a bit away. So we've been practicing all of the stuff. You're going to see me, your boy, up on stage, wearing a suit, being all like, hey, everybody. And I'll be like doing like a Apple press conference style. Hi, we'd like to welcome you here today to talk about the year ahead. And that's it. The amazing things that this new mobile phone can do will blow your minds. What if I told you that you don't really need a mobile phone? That's right. It sounds crazy coming from a mobile phone executive, but what I'm trying to tell you is that you need to go cellular. Today, we're here to announce to you our new cellular phones that plug directly into your brains and then they control your thoughts even more than we already do. I know. That's me doing my sort of American dude doing a presentation on stage. All I need is a sports jacket and some blue denim jeans, and I am tech guy from San Francisco, Silicon Valley. So yes, again, as well, we are the band, as you can probably hear them. We've got the band next door. They're playing again. We did make a sound complaint last week, but apparently some of you guys actually enjoyed it, so we invited them back. And they're now playing next door. They'll probably never make an appearance actually in the pub because they would probably charge me. And Peter, with the way that he gets through the booze on his own, we're already making a loss on the booze. So it's ridiculous. Anyway, good to see you all. Jack Din. How's life? How's Champ? Is this live? says Champ N252. This is indeed live, Champ N252. And yes, believe it or not, it is happening. And yes, it is ridiculous. Breathe. Paul Archer, good to see you. Good to see you, Greg 2256. Good to see you. The Happy Sack and everybody. Yes, indeed, the Thargoids have arrived this week on Tuesday, and things have been pretty exciting. On Thursday, we had, of course, the new weapons that were revealed by Aegis, and you and the guys in the community have been putting them to good use, shooting at them. So that's good. I mean, there's a man that I know that would probably have a few things to say about peace and war, love and hate, and struggle. And that man is, well, first of all, I don't know, maybe we can hear him if we use the machine. Try and adjust the volume nozzle here. I don't know, can we hear a voice coming through?
I read War and Peace once.
You louder?
I read War and Peace
I
once.
think we've got you. You're clear. Let's see if we can.
Am I okay?
You're loud and clear, and then wrong button. Wrong button again. And there you go. A bit of a delay there, but it did work eventually. Reverse. All right. So, hey, WNL, good to see you today. Thank you very much. Yeah, are you a man of war or a man of peace? What would you say?
Oh, very peaceful. Yes. War gets you, death, destruction, devastation, all those other things.
War gets you death, destruction, and all of those other things. Percat259 asks if you got a better webcam.
A new computer entirely, yes.
Yeah, that's very good. When you say you got a new computer, what you actually mean is last year, me and you went at Christmas time to go buy you a new laptop. You bought it and you've only just started using it, and the only reason you started using it is because the previous one completely collapsed and is unusable. This is true.
This is now almost vintage itself, but at least it works, yes.
Yeah, well, that's good to know. That's good. That's good stuff. So, how have you been? What have you been up to?
I'm great. I've actually got through to the final four in my division in the singles pool tournament.
Wow.
Yes.
So that's as in you got through to the final four, or you are now through to the final four?
I am now through to the final four.
When can we hear more about this?
It'll be a couple of months.
Can we sort it out where we live stream it? We get some cameras on. That'll be no extra pressure for you.
It would be the most boring thing in the world. I tend to be someone who wears them down, puts them to sleep, then I wake them up and say, "You just lost."
So that's your fancy way of saying that you take ages.
Chess game. I play a chess game on a pool table. Yes.
You play. Some might call that a negative play.
Yeah, those are the losers.
Those are the losers. Fair enough. Well done. Congratulations on getting so far. The pool shark. There's other things in retirement land. You get to some exciting adventures.
It's quite nice. Yes.
Yeah. Per259 says, we watch a guy review biscuits and you think that singles pool will be boring to us? Alec Turner says, I play pool with a fellow buckyballer. Do you want to join him at some point? Well, if you're in the Kirkham and Westham area in the northwest of England, I'm sure he would join you. I have said this, and I've joked about it a few times, but at some point we should get you to come and do a live quiz in person at maybe one of the elite meets or something. I think it would be a lot of fun, and I think we could do it together and get silly and have a nice time. It'd be really fun.
Yeah, I'd enjoy that.
Yeah, well, we'll sort that out for the near future. What tipple are you going for today?
What tipple am I going for?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Sorry?
What's your poison?
That's poison. Methylated spirits.
Poison. What's your poison?
What is my poison? No, I like coffee today because, of course, we're having a quiz on non-alcoholic beverages.
Way to bring it round to the actual subject at hand. It only took 11 minutes, but yeah, 11. Okay, so what are we? What are you talking about? For those who haven't come,
for those who haven't
before, this is my papa.
Before, yeah.
And he is going to. We're going to talk over each other for a minute by accident.
Yeah, why not?
And then
just like a Woody Allen film. Yes.
Yeah, we're still doing it. No, and then you can. All right, so let me. I'll do this. I'll introduce you in a second. I've already introduced you. You're my dad, and you do a quiz for us once a week here on this live stream on Fridays at 1 p.m. BST, twitch.tv/Lewis. But what is today's quiz all about? Now it's your turn.
Today's quiz is all about non-alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
Featuring primarily coffee and tea.
Okay. Very specifically non-alcoholic.
Yes.
Okay.
And for those of you who haven't been here before, it's quite simple. Edward will get rid of, his access to the chat stream. I'll be able to see you chatters, and I'll take your first 3 answers. I'll ask the question. First 3 answers, consensus determines your answer. If there's no consensus, it'll just be the very first answer. After that, I will ask Edward for his answer. We'll compare and see how you do 10 questions against each other.
I think spectacularly today. I'm feeling confident. I told my dad I'd be doing some research into coffee to make me sound smart, and I forgot.
Yes, well...
I didn't forget, I just didn't have the time. It's been a hectic week over here. And yes, as Oswick42 says, it's Walter Neil Lewis. Alec Turner was asking about WNL. It means Walter Neil Lewis. So, should we? I mean, look... Ladies and gentlemen, what's going to happen today, I'm going to be completely honest with you, is that we're going to get through the quiz. I'm going to start the Biscuit review immediately. I have something that I'm doing, and I'll give you a little sneaky thing. On Facebook Live, I'm going to be doing a weekly live stream that sort of touches on the news through the week. It's just yet another way that we're trying to make sure that the Elite Dangerous stuff that 2.4 is bringing is getting out to as many people as possible. So I'm doing a stream that this is the first one that I'm doing, so I have a little tiny bit of prep that I need to do beforehand. So we might finish a touch earlier, but I'll still try and keep it as close to 2 p.m. as possible. But just in case you wonder why we might finish a little earlier, head over to Facebook and give me some support on there if you can as well. It's on the Elite Dangerous website, Facebook site, and it's the first time I've done it, so it's going to be different. Quick 5 minutes, super quick little live stream. And then if it goes well, we'll carry on doing them and introducing new things throughout it as well. People are asking what the C in my middle name in Edward C. Lewis stands for. Maybe you'd like to announce that.
I could. He's got that name from his my uncle, so his great uncle, who was an excellent storyteller. His name was Carlyle.
And he used to be a railroad sheriff, didn't he? Or a railroad...
he was a private detective for the Pinkerton Agency. And he used to ride on railway engines and have actual shootouts with guns and things.
And he once and at the end of the story he says, yeah, I was in shootouts.
Well, it was an excellent shootout. And he said, and all of a sudden I was hit. He said, and I sort of fell off the train and thought, this is it, I'm dead. He shot me right through the heart. And then he said, but I remembered then that I had my cigarette case in my breast pocket, and it saved my life. And everybody goes,
useless.
Exactly. And, of course, at that point, he pulls out the silver case with the dent in it where the bullet hit.
Yeah.
He was a good storyteller, yeah.
He probably did the dent himself with a hammer and chisel or something. But I hope it's true. Smoking saved his life. But yeah, Pinkerton, shotgun-wielding security guards on trains and coaches. That's Happesack. So apparently, that's where my which I think is super cool. Is it true that he was one of those?
Yes.
He was a Pinkerton guy.
Yes.
That's really cool. We should write a TV series about him in the Pinkertons. That'd be really cool. Anyway. Is this why Ed is so lucky? Yeah, probably. Something like that. All right, let's begin today's quiz. There's enough of you. Have you all got your seats? There's 45 of you. That's good. That's a great amount. Thank you very much for coming along. Take your seats. Make sure you're nice and comfortable. There are still a few here at the bar, as you can see. So if you want to come and take these seats too, do come and grab them. Get nice and close in. Get nice and warm. We'll put the fire on. Winter's on its way coming. Not in a Game of Thrones style. And I think it's time to begin the quiz. So yes, like we said earlier, I'm going to close down the stream so I can't see it. It is gone. And now it is me versus you in the chat. So shall we begin this round all about non-alcoholic beverages, which is very specific.
Here we go. There are quite a few of them. Question number 1. We're going to go with the word coffee itself. Now, the etymology of the word coffee is a touch uncertain. But most scientists and, historians agree about the country in which coffee originated. This is a bit of a multiple guess. I'll give you 2 wrong ones and a right one. You decide which. I want to know the country in which coffee originated. Was it what is now Turkey, Ethiopia, or Brazil? The country in which coffee originated. Was it what is now Turkey, Ethiopia, or Brazil? I have their answer.
I'm going to go for what is now Turkey.
You're going to go with what is now Turkey. Their first three answers were all three separate and different, so we have to take their first one, which was Brazil. You're both wrong. It's Ethiopia.
I nearly went for Ethiopia. Ethiopia is of course, with the higher altitudes, the Ethiopian bean takes longer to grow, and that allows it to develop more character and more thickness in its in how its texture.
Nice try. The score is 0-0.
That is true. That is true.
Okay, question number two. Question number two. Again, multiple guess. According to the International Coffee Organization, which country is the world's top producer of coffee? Is it Colombia, Vietnam, or Brazil? The top producer of coffee in the world. Colombia, Vietnam, or Brazil? They've slowed down here. Okay, I have their answer.
Colombia.
You're going with Colombia. They went with Brazil, and they're in the lead, 1-0.
No! The one thing I care about in the world, coffee, and I don't know anything about it. So what's the Brazil?
Brazil, I think they produce something like 2.86 million U.S. tons per annum.
Gosh.
Vietnam, pretty good, 1.8 million, but nothing close to Brazil.
What about Colombia? Was that the bottom one?
Colombia, 890,000
Oh
tons.
gosh, look at me. Getting this wrong entirely. Flip reverse it. Oh, I thought you said the least.
Well, no, the least, there are a few others that, yeah, okay, anyway. Question number three. Number three, you're down 1-0. Number three, I'd like to know, quite simply, after water, what is the most consumed beverage in the world? Is it tea or coffee?
Oh,
Simple
boy.
50. After water, the most consumed beverage in the world, is it tea or coffee?
I
I have their answer.
I'm going to go for whatever they don't go for. Is that okay?
But you don't know yet.
I don't know. All right, coffee.
You're going for coffee.
Yeah.
They went for tea, and it is tea.
Ah!
2-0. 2-0. Yeah, pick it up.
Wounded. Destroyed.
Time for a score here, Edward. Okay. Question number 4.
Yeah.
According to Beverage Digest, that august, yes, okay, tabloid, water and lemon juice sweetened with honey was the first marketed soft drink in Britain. In which century was that? Beverage Digest, water and lemon juice sweetened with honey, the first marketed soft drink in Britain. In which century?
All right, I've got my answer.
I have theirs. No consensus, but I have their answer. From the first one.
18th.
You're saying the 18th. Their first answer was the 17th, and it was the 17th.
No! How am I being so
3-0.
tricked?
3-0.
No amount of research would have been able to get that one.
The next big change came, about 100 years later when the chemist Joseph Priestley actually developed carbonated water.
Ooh.
And it changed the face of soft drinks. Yes.
It really did. And then ruined everybody's diets.
Okay, 0 to you, 3 to the chatters.
carbonated water.
It's question number 5, halfway through the quiz. Okay? I'd like to know which soft drink is advertised as made in Scotland from girders. Which soft drink is advertised as made in Scotland from girders?
I confidently know this one, but then I know that there's at least 14 Scots in the chat, so if they don't know it, they should hand in their.
And I think the first 14, yes, must be the Scots because they're waiting for you, Edward. Time for your answer.
Brew.
Iron Brew. Yes, made in Scotland from. Well done. You've scored. Okay.
I'm on the scoreboard. That's all we need. I just needed the one.
4-1.
Not too far away.
Okay.
Not
Question
too far away.
number 6. Okay. Now, There are herbs, barley malt, carrot hibiscus, and loads of sugar. But I want you to name any one of the 3 main fruit ingredients in the original recipe for Vimto. It's got herbs, barley malt, carrot hibiscus, loads of sugar, but I would like one of the 3 main fruit ingredients of the original recipe for Vimto. I have their answer.
Raspberry.
You're going with raspberry. Raspberry is actually one of the 3. Well done, you scored.
Yes. Can I guess that the other one was blueberry?
You can guess that, but good thing you didn't, because that would be wrong.
And apple.
And apple. They do have some apple versions now, but that's why I said the original recipe. The other 2, well, one was black currant, and the final one was grape. And
Okay.
grape,
I think
Catstream's answer, so they scored as well.
grape. They got grape correct.
Raspberry, grape, yeah, 2 out of 3. The other one, I think they said
I
black.
can see on the purpleness of it, and it's got like a raspberry. There's like a raspberry flying at you on the logo. I'm fairly sure.
I agree with Jack Little that it is an anagram of vomit, but it's not one of my. It's not my favorite drink either.
It's not my favorite drink.
I think I'd rather have a glass of gravy. Anyway, yeah. Okay, here.
Big old classic. It sounds quite nice.
5 points, play 2. Okay. Question number 7. Now, in this particular country, coffee is typically consumed all day long, every day, and coffee breaks are required by most workers' unions. Per capita, it's the world's greatest consumer of coffee. Is it Austria, Finland, or Belgium?
Ooh.
The world's greatest consumer of coffee per capita. Is it Austria, Finland, or Belgium?
Per capita. Define per capita.
Per person. So it's just down to per person as opposed to
The size of the. Yep.
I have their answer.
Who loves their coffee? Who loves their coffee? Belgians. They love their coffee. Brussels. I've been there.
There you go. And Belgians are quite high on the ranking list.
No.
But
Are they the highest?
The chatters also went for Belgium, 2 out of 3. The third one that didn't quite make it for the chatters was Finland, and it's Finland. I'm sorry.
Oh, those Finnish.
So the score remains 5-2. Okay. It's the Finnish.
Does fika come from? No, that's Stockholm. That's Sweden, fika. Okay.
Austria, I think, is 5th in the world, and Belgium is only 9th as far as their consumption.
Where's the UK?
The UK is, I don't know, we drink hot brown water for the most part. I don't really.
We're more of a tea nation. I suppose we are.
We are. We'll
get there. We'll learn.
Eventually. Okay, question number 8. Number 8, the score stands at 5 points to 2. We have 3 questions left. You can possibly make a draw. It is. It's possible.
Because these guys are going to throw it for me to show that their dedication and love.
Relatively improbable, but possible. Okay, question number 8. The Japanese tea ceremony, also called the Way of Tea, is a Japanese cultural activity involving the ceremonial preparation and presentation of matcha. I'd like to know, is that powdered green tea, powdered black tea, or powdered white tea?
Oh, come on.
The Japanese tea ceremony, are they working with powdered green tea, powdered black tea, or powdered white tea? I have their answer.
Powdered white tea.
Powdered white tea
Does it even exist?
It does exist. It's the buds before they actually fully come out, and they have sort of little white wispy hairs on them. That's where it gets its name, because brewed, it's actually yellow in color. But sadly, it's not the one. It is green tea, powdered green tea.
Ah!
Yeah, and the chatters forge ahead even further.
Well done, chatters, getting that right. That's just got to be a guess. You don't know. They don't know these things.
6.
They're just guessing right.
I did forget to say this time that we're not allowed to Google. You know, you've got to be honest.
I'm sure that they're not Googling. This is the thing, though, about this, right? I'm sure there's some statistical thing where basically if there's a sheer number of people guessing are going to guess more correctly than one person guessing on their own, right? There's like a stats, surely. Like that is a thing, like one of those weird stats phenomena. But you know that thing? What's his thing called? Where you're offered 2 doors. And there's like 100 doors, and a man offers you the door, and then he says, "Right, do you want this one or do you want another one?" And you should always take the other one because statistically speaking, that one is more likely to be the correct door. The other one. Right?
Yes.
I can't remember the name of the problem. The chatters, someone in the chatters will know it, but it feels like that kind of thing. If one person is guessing and then 100 people are guessing, they're more likely that the 100 people are going to, on average, get it right. Is that all right?
The Monty Hall problem.
The Monty Hall problem. Thank you very much. And also, I did a terrible job of explaining what the hell the Monty Hall problem is, and that Monty
Hall was an excellent presenter in his day. He was, yeah.
Well, and the problem was that he was too good, and you would just carry the Monty Hall problem is that he's just too good, so you just kept watching him, and then that ruins like anything else that you had planned for the day. The Monty Hall problem. All right, next question. We've only got a couple left, right?
Well, Bob Barker was even better, but Bob Barker, yeah. Sadly, these people are no longer with us. Okay. Question number 9. Are you ready? This soft drink, originally intended as a patent medicine, was invented in 1886 by John Pemberton. A soft drink, originally intended as a patent medicine, invented in 1886 by John Pemberton. I have their answer.
False.
No, he did. It was 1886. He invented it.
True. Coca-Cola!
Coca-Cola is correct. Well done,
Yeah.
yes. It was Coca-Cola. I think coca leaves and cola nuts and,
My brain was
together,
just
yeah.
catching up there.
Okay.
Coca-Cola.
6-3. You're only
That's
halfway
not
there.
too bad.
Not bad, not bad.
6-4, that's how things going to end.
Is it? Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 10, last question. At between $100 and $600 a pound, that's slightly less than 500 grams, Kopi Luwak is the world's most expensive coffee. Now, it's primarily produced in Indonesia,
Is it any good?
and its price and its exclusivity come from the fact that the coffee beans are passed through a what before sale?
Oh, I know this.
$100 to $600 a pound, the most expensive coffee in the world, Kopi Luwak. Okay, and its exclusivity comes from the fact that the coffee beans are passed through a what before sale? I have their answer.
A cow.
A cow.
It's wrong, isn't it?
Well, you've got the first letter correct.
A Oh no, wait.
Sorry?
It's like a famous, a fancy bird.
You're digging yourself deeper here. I like this. Maybe a cauliflower. They sort of stuff it in and then sort of pull it through.
Go on. What is it really?
It's a cat. The civet.
Oh, so it wasn't too. Yes. Oh, of course.
The civet.
We've
yeah.
talked about this before. You and I, or someone has.
Yeah. It's a very expensive. I think I had a cup once or whatever because somebody else had some. And to be honest, I couldn't help thinking that it had passed through the intestines of a cat.
Of a cat? That's disgusting.
Yeah, a big cat, a civet, big
How
wild.
does that make it nicer? That makes it worse.
It does somehow taste. The beans are affected by the digestive system and supposedly injects us. Well, as
It's
it
absolutely foul. Is
That's
what
true.
it is.
Foul.
I won't abide by it.
Bird would it be foul? Sorry.
Ah, very good. He's a callback to me being an idiot. Right. Very good. It is, you might say that I've been left feline, a little silly after that one.
Yeah, a lot silly, I think. Yes.
Hi everyone, I'm back. Jacked in. XLG47, Multi 71, Beaumont, Big Fun Art. Cat Botty, says Von Doom 96. Very good. Cat's anus, says Alec John. Very good. Yeah, it's me. Cats are a fancy bird. I got it right. All right, I'm close enough. You need the stomach acid to remove the harder outer coating. Oh, interesting. But surely you can just get stomach acid into a vat and just pour it in there. I just don't know. As a sort of coffee-loving people, sometimes are vegetarians. Like, are they allowed to drink this? Are vegans allowed to drink cat coffee? Can you milk the cat?
I don't know.
And then you can use the cat milk as well.
Oh, let's start a debate. I think this could be good.
Can you milk a cat? Vegans cannot, but veggies can, says Jack Din. Good shout. Which is an odd thing, isn't it? Really, it's an odd. It's like, where do you draw the line? Great. You can also just buy coffee, you know, and be a human. Says Von Doom 96. He's right. All right, guys. So what do we do? What's happening? What's next? Oh, I know what's next. It's my show. So basically, thank you so much. So what were the final scores, Mr. Lewis?
Oh, I did. In fact, I didn't write down that final score. So was it?
Did they get it right?
Yeah, they got it right. Yes. So they beat you 7-3, I think it is. Yes.
7-3. That's okay.
7-3. I mean, what's a point when you're so far ahead?
Yes, I mean 66 of you. That's pretty good, pretty impressive stuff. And thank you very much again for being here and coming along and watching us, me and my pop do silly words and say silly things. So before we do leave, though, there's two more things that we've got to do, and then we will be moving on to today's biscuit review pretty promptly. So I've got a few minutes to set up for the next for 2:15ish. Lots of meetings happening today and stuff, so I'm very, very busy. What should we do the quiz about? Not next week, but the week after. Next week, we've got Frontier Expo 2017, so we won't be doing a Biscuits next week. But what about the following week? So we're going to have a week off, and then it'll be the following week. So guys, in the chat, please do put your suggestions upon the chat, and we can take those suggestions and then and see what we want to. What next time's quiz will be all about. Jack, this is Ed's childhood. He's very insistent that we're going to do an Ed's childhood true or false round. That could be quite fun. You can't embarrass me any more than I've already been embarrassed. We could do an Ed's childhood true or false round as a bonus round. We do 2 rounds next time or something to make up for the fact that it's a week off. And that's a kind of silly fun bonus round because I'm going to get them all right. So if I don't get them all right, then it's kind of a bit embarrassing, isn't it? We could try something silly like that. Hey, I don't know. I
could probably embarrass you more than you think.
All right. Let's maybe not go for that one.
Maybe we should save that for the live, when we eventually get together and do a live quiz.
That's fun. That's fun, yeah. That's a good idea. Very good. So we have the original 1980s Elite. How about you do the quiz and your father takes part? We did that already, Percat, and he beat you. We've got Insects quiz. Insect is interesting.
Insects might be good.
Famous kids books. Bisquiz, computer games. Have we ever actually done one on computer games? I'd be interested to see what sort of thing you come up with for a computer games round.
Well, I would have to dredge back into my memory. Well, you know me. I could never get from that mushroom to that mushroom with Mario.
You were not bad at Starwing.
Starwing, I was pretty good.
Hey, look! I've got a blast from the past today. Look at this. You'll remember this. I'll see if I can bring up the picture on my phone. I'll put it into airplane mode so nothing embarrassing comes up. On my new phone, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. On my new phone, my new iPhone 8. Very, very fancy indeed. Very fancy pants. iPhone 8. I'm trying to find. It still doesn't work. It's still like any other phone. It does exactly the same things. I can't find where I'm looking for. Where's it gone? I've deleted the... Oh, there it is. Let's have a look at this. We'll hold it up to the camera and hopefully you'll be able to see. Can you see that at all? It's a very bad photo. Does that ring any bells to you? Can you see that on screen?
A slight delay, but...
I know, yeah.
Hang on. Oh, yeah, that's... Well, at least it doesn't have glare there.
It's the mini SNES. Do you remember you brought home the Super Nintendo?
Right, yes. Yeah.
That was the first console that you brought home. We played Starwing together. Do you remember that?
I think you might still have one here shoved in a drawer somewhere.
Yeah, I've got the original, but the SNES Mini Classics come out. It's about that big, and it just has all the games on it, and you just plug it into the TV, and you can just play all the games from the original. So it's very exciting. Not all of them, but about 21 of them, which is super
Dangerous.
cool.
Dangerous.
Yeah, very good. Very good. It is dangerous. All right, so next week, what are we going to be quizzing about? Or next time, what are we going to be quizzing about? Have we decided? Ants? Insects?
Ants? Let's go with insects. Insects in general.
Insects in general are next week's quiz topic. All right, one thing that we also do before we say goodbye to WNL, thank you very much again. First of all, please in the chat do throw in a thank you. Anyway, by the way, I got one of those mini SNES things today. It turned up in the post. It was like my birthday. It was fantastic. What have you brought anything, a treat down from your bookshelf today?
Well, I did bring something. I'm still alphabetizing, still putting things in, and I was doing some commentaries, and well, I thought it was high time that we did some Shakespeare. Because Shakespeare, definitely, whether it's 37 or 36 or 38, and whether he co-wrote with somebody, they're very good plays. And one of my favorites is this one.
Maybe it's the right Measure for Measure. I couldn't see the title because of the glare on the screen. Measure for Measure.
Measure for Measure, yes. I mean,
Shakespeare.
It's not a history. It's not a comedy. It's one of those sort of later on, one of his problem plays, and really the way it's its themes and the machinations and the human relationships and the decisions they have to make, it's well worth reading. Oh. Better yet, see it. If you find someone who's putting it on, but they very seldom put on Measure for Measure. But if you find it, it's even better acted because that's the way it was supposed to be seen.
Lovely stuff. And Commander Benkai says, WNL, it is always a pleasure to see you on Friday. You make the week better. Thanks for the quiz, WNL. Have a good weekend. Bye. And thanks. Thank you. Awesome quiz.
My
Have
pleasure.
a great weekend. Look at all those people. And if you are stealing WNL's quiz questions to create quiz questions of your own, please send the checks in the post to 306 Science Park, Edward Lewis. And I'll definitely transfer some money over afterwards to you, WNL. Thank you so much for coming along. I'm going to
Pleasure.
Engage. Bing. All right, wave goodbye, sir. Gone. And we can still be heard. Seen but not heard. No, heard but not seen.
Heard but not seen.
Heard but not seen. Bye. There you go. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. He's gone. All right, guys. Well, crank up this elevator music. And it is time for today's biscuit review. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the back to the screen, go and get myself a cup of tea, and it will be time for today's biscuit review. Me, S02E50 Lewis. Thanks again for coming along, and we'll see you in 2 minutes' time. Just wondering if I was convinced anybody that I was frozen. No? Did it work? See you in a second. Hey everybody, it's whatever time it is, roughly 1:45. So actually we've not gone that early. And it's time for today's Biscuit review with me, your host Edward C. Lewis. How's it going? I'm going to close down the elevator music. As you can see, the band next door are still going strong, providing us with a nice live audio bed to continue today's live stream. It is good to see everybody in the chat still, and you are still here with me. Really, really appreciate it. It's so good. Out John Turn, JSB 3000, Multi 71. Chumlee Adama, didn't know you streamed. Hello, Chumlee. Good to see you. You killed a bug an hour ago. Wow! Well done. I think that people seem to be enjoying the combat encounters with Thargoids. Remember that 2.4 is, well, just the beginning of 2.4, and there's lots more to come, so do keep being excited. Big Fun Art, you're eating Co-op's triple chip cookies. They are so very tasty. I can agree with you. Now, if you haven't seen this live stream before, this is my opportunity to be a little bit silly, review some biscuits, and just have a bit of silly fun. So, thanks for being here. I've got my cup of tea. I've got my biscuits. Oh no, I left my biscuits down there. I literally have to just roll over there and grab my biscuits. Ah! All right, we got these ones. These ones are called, I believe that they are yet again a Czech. Nope. Not a Czech Republic biscuit. I can't remember. But anyway, today we have the Sara Classic. Ooh. Today we'll be reviewing the Sara Classic. Classic Sara. Play it like a trombone. Don't know what that was. Okay, so what we need is we've got a cup of tea with my official Frontier mug. Of course, the biscuit tasting mug does still exist, but I need to bring it back upstairs. Let me just keep things up as I go along, but of course there's one thing that's missing, and the one thing that is missing is, well, I don't know, I can't remember what it is. Can anybody please remind me in the chat what it is? Because I'm really struggling. Ah! I have found it! It is, of course, the biscuit tasting spreadsheet. Now, if you have been here before, you will know how this works, but if for those of you who haven't, along the top we have the name, the appearance, the taste, the texture, the durability, the dunkability, the post-up taste of satisfaction, and the Moorishness. At the end, we add it all up and we get ourselves a total. Today's biscuit is biscuit review number 162. 162, which is absolutely amazing. So yeah, free ice creams for all, says Commander Benkai. A hedgehog, says I look forward to. We are missing the hedgehog. We're also missing Henry. We haven't seen him for a long time either. 162. 162 biscuits. Let me pick one at random for you. Somebody shout out a biscuit in the chat and we'll find it and we'll tell you where it has fit in this biscuit spreadsheet. Just give me any biscuit. Any biscuit. Also, Perk@259, I will return your email. I'm just very busy. I'm so sorry about that. And I know it should be public information. I agree. Well, yes, Divine Maiden 89. 162, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Position 53. In position 53, we have Tesco's Nice Creams. They were very good. It looks like they fell apart in appearance, but apparently they were very good texture, very good taste, and also dunkability wasn't too strong either, unfortunately. Biscuit number 47, says Jack Din. Biscuit number 47 is the Maryland Cookie Choc Chip and Hazelnut with... at 61, it's a very good biscuit. What else do we have? Tim Tams. We do have Tim Tams in here. Tim Tam's Dark Chocolate. Maybe not. Maybe we haven't done the regular Tim Tam. 61st place, actually, Tim Tam Dark Chocolate, with a good, a very good dunkability, of course, with the Tim Tam. There's the dunkability there, as you can see. No nonsense biscuit. Pick the worst biscuit, JSB 3013, number 42. Yes, still at number 42, row 43. Very good. Tell me your Tim Tam story at FX. And the very worst biscuit, of course, is the Marinella Stinky Carolitas right at the bottom. How's the Nice Biscuit doing? Let's find out how the Nice Biscuit is doing. Because we've got the Nice Creams. Tesco's Nice Biscuit is the one we reviewed. That is quite far down the list because of its appearance not being particularly interesting, the taste not being very good. I think to be honest, the Nice Biscuit was reviewed with somebody else, and I think that they were potentially biased against it. But so, the science isn't always perfect, I do have to say. But today we have the Sara Classic. Now, let's find out how the Sara Classic. First of all, let's input it into the spreadsheet. Sara Classic. Appearance. Well, let's find out. On the front cover, it looks like they're trying to be like a sort of shell type thing with some chocolate layer up on the bottom. Let's get things opened up. This is an odd one again. It's similar to how... Oh dear. I'm not impressed immediately, I have to say. They're very small. Very, very little biscuits. Look at them. It's like almost the size of my ear. Maybe even smaller than my ear. And I have classically small ears. You can't see it, but unfortunately, because of the... And I need to bring the biscuit can back. But you can see there's some interesting grooves in there. They're different. Each one seems to be different. Then on the other side, you do have a chocolate layer, but it is quite a thin amount of chocolate, not particularly large amount of chocolate. And, well, they've got a nice little brown bake going on. They look a little lighter in colour on the screen in front of you. But the bake of them seems pretty good. Looks like a coffee bake. It's not. But I do like the sort of shell effect weave of the biscuit itself. I'm not appalled by it, but I do think that it is quite a small biscuit, and that's disappointing to me. So I'm going to go for a 5.3 on that. Taste, arguably the most important part of the biscuit review. Let's go. Straight in, one bite. I was like, Floyd, you hit the nail on the head there. They look like animal biscuits, but without the joy of the animals on the back. On the front of here it says they're called tea biscuits with a cocoa coating. I'm finding it very difficult to explain what it is about these that are puzzling to me. They taste exactly like that. They taste exactly like those tea fingers that you're dunking in tea. And so they're actually quite weak. They're not very buttery. They're not particularly sweet, so they're quite bland tasting, yet they have something in there that's pushing through that I'm struggling to actually... And also the cocoa doesn't stand through at all. It's a 5. It's not a very good biscuit. Very sorry. The texture's quite nice, but then it's also got that sort of... When you crunch into it, it's kind of soft in the middle. Is it chocolate on the top or the bottom? It's a good question. I believe it's the bottom. The texture's odd. It's kind of soft on the inside. It crunches on the outside nicely, but it just feels kind of soft when you're munching away at it. So I'm going to go for a 6. No, I'm not. I'm going to go for a 5 again. Durability. Hey, I ain't got no crumbs around me. Durability is a bit of a silly one, but I've got no crumbs. It's going right in. Bam. Nice and in there. I've got nothing on my fingers, nothing on my hands. I've got no crumbs upon my lap. So the durability can be quite high. I'm going to go for an 8.8. Dunkability. Well, everyone's favourite part of the biscuit review. Let's find out how these things dunk. They're quite small, so let's see how these do. 1, 2, 3, and reveal. Double dunk. 1, 2, 3, and reveal. Go for a little nudge on the side. They're holding up very, very well for a tap. And a triple dunk. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to hold it in there for a while. It's softening up now, but that's after some significant amount of holding in. As you can see, it's still holding its shape. Not very easy to dunk. Yes, Jingles. Yes. We will indeed raid Special Effect Team after this, guys, so we're all going to stick around. We're going to head over to Special Effect Team after this, so please do stick around with me to the very end of this stream, because we're going to go do raid on Special Effects. Special Effects is an absolutely wonderful charity that we've worked with a few times that help disabled gamers. We've worked with them on our 24-hour live streams, and I do think that we should go over there and just say hello, and we say Biscuit Raid, sent over from Edward Lewis, and that'd be great as an ambassador for Special Effect, of course. I wholeheartedly endorse the things that they do. Sorry, I know that it's sometimes funny for me to slip into sincere versus when I'm doing biscuit reviews, I'm not being particularly sincere. So I'm sorry if that didn't come across as sincere, because I slip into the sort of, hey, I'm doing my biscuit review thing, and then trying to be like, oh yeah, go over to those guys. Sorry if I didn't seem sincere, because I absolutely mean it. Chocolate on face. There's no chocolate on my face. Do you mean on this side? Oh, there literally was chocolate on my face. Sorry. Is it gone? I'm going to spread it further. Chocolate on my face. I don't know if that's positive or negative effects to this biscuit. Dunkability is quite high. Let's be honest, it's an 8.8. It was. I did see it wavering at the end. Post-dunk taste. I don't know. I'm completely indifferent to this biscuit. 1, 2, 3. I don't know how it got there. A bit worse. Satisfaction quite low. 6. Moorishness. I'm hungry. No, 6. Let's do it. Let's total up the score and find out where we're at with it. 49.8. Oh gosh. Not a very good biscuit at all. Let's grab them all, and again, I'm going to say it, percat259. I know that I'm doing that wrong every single time, and I know that you tell me off for doing it, but I'm doing it. 49.8, the Sara classic. Fox's Butter Crunch, sitting underneath the stock Fox's Butter Crunch, and also the Shrivel Hazelnuts go back. Also, above the Jammy Dodger, in at 131st place. So, congratulations to the Sara Classic. Not a bad score at all, but in the bottom, probably the bottom, well, 5th of the spreadsheet. But still, not bad. Saving it, closing it down, and saying a huge thank you to everybody who's been here today. So, without further delay, let's raise up the elevator music. Nice and loud and clear. And say a thank you to everyone who's come along today. Remember, I am going to be heading over to the Elite Dangerous Facebook page in just a moment to do a Facebook live stream where I'm going to be with Steve Kirby and we're going to be talking through some of the latest news that come from Elite Dangerous and Galnet, and just keep people up to date with the things that are going on with the Thargoids and 2.4 and the narrative that flows through that. It's a new thing that I'm trying out, so please do come along and be supportive. And it's only going to be 5 minutes long, really super short, lovely little snappy thing. So please come along. But before we leave, thank you for coming along to watch, and thank you to 41K3, thank you to Alec John Turner, thank you Andy Pipkin, thank you Beaumont, thank you Big Fun Art, excuse me, thank you Blind Speed, thank you Captain Duckman, Chum Leodama, welcome to all the newbies here as well today who haven't been here before. Really appreciate you all coming along. Commander Benkai, Commander Pyro Joe, Commander Solmar, Commander Ryan, not Commander, just come around. Danger Mouse 62, good to see you. Divine Maid 89, good to see you. Dr. Noesis, Ergonormous, Freckly Femme, Gus Haynes, Hotis, Howard O Potato, I Fly an X-Wing, Producer, Jack Din, Jack Little, Jorius, John Bello, Jester D, Jim Burr, Joel VV, JSB 3213, Jolts Multi 71, Milk and Cookies 32. Hello, I like your style with your cookies. Millstone Barn, Mineral Junction, Oelito, Osric 42, Paprika, Paul Archer, Puppy, Percat 259. I've gone Northern, Ralvuraha, Ranger 49er, Psy Warrior, Schwarzwolf 13, welcome Schwarzwolf, Shingles, I hope you're okay, Slain Ghost, Slopey 77, Spec Unit, Tigerius Watt, North America, TT Trevelyan, Von Doom 96, cheers for coming along, Axel 47, and Yarders. Yeah right, it's Yarders from Manchester, you know. Good to see you. No music at all. What? What? Oh, Facebook. Just go to facebook.com. Just go look for Elite Dangerous on Facebook and you'll find me there. And then, yes, if I don't see you next week, because we'll probably be skipping some of the live streams next week because we are very, very close. I don't know why it went. I don't know where I went. I'll see you all at Frontier Expo. I will see all of you at Frontier Expo, and I cannot wait to see everybody in person and shake all your hands and give you all hugs and ruffle your hair and pick your nose for you and all the things like that. So have a great time, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye! Very soon. We might be still on streams next week, but I'm sure you'll catch me soon. Bye! 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 Absolutely correct. Sorry. Very good point made by. Sorry, who was it again? I'm so sorry. Biscuit Raid. We're going to be going over there now. So host, what's that host? And go over there and say hello to. In fact, can you give me the special effect team? Twitch, stick around, please. Are you still here? Stick around here with me, please. Steve and Kirby's about to come in. That's fine. Come in, Steve. That's all right. Here we go. Special effect team. We're just trying to do a bit of a raid thing, Steve, before we begin our section. Oh, wow! They've got loads of people. They've already got loads of people watching them. No, I'm not joking. Let's head over there now. Host with
Sara.
Special effect team. They were great.
Look, animal crackers.
There you go. I'm hosting them.